right, we are going to start our room drawing today using 1-point perspective. I've got my paper. I want to talk to you guys about your utensils too. So we've been doing a lot of perspective drawing. The back side of my ruler was getting really dirty and it was leaving marks on my paper, so I just went to clean it. Unfortunately, it kind of started scrubbing off the blue. So I'm just going to use it as my straight edge, but if I need to measure anything, I'll use my metal ruler. But yeah, it's a good idea to kind of clean your materials so it doesn't get, you know, when you're like sliding your ruler around your paper, it gets the graphite and stuff on the back. So to start your room, first thing you want to do is you are going to make your, basically what you want to call like your back wall. And this is about 3 inches, which I think is a good size. Probably made that a little too big. So just like the boxes we've been doing, there are 3 kinds of lines, right? You got horizontal and vertical. Think about what does it look like in real life, okay? When you look at a window, you know, sorry, grab a scrap piece of paper. When you look at a window, say in your house, okay? The window is made up of a top and a bottom that's horizontal and 2 sides that are vertical, correct? And then it's probably, you know, divided up with panes or whatever. So in real life, if the line is vertical, it stays vertical. If in real life the line is horizontal, it stays horizontal, okay? Unless it's on this wall over here. So I'm going to show you what we're talking about. I'll draw this window in perspective in a second. But you want to think about what things look like in real life. So now I've got this square, okay? I'm just going to put my point kind of in the middle there. And now line up my ruler, all right, on the point and on this corner right here, okay? See, it's lined up. And I'm going to draw the line coming out from that corner to the edge of my paper. And I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. So again, I'm lining my ruler up on the point, which is right here, and on that corner. I lined that up almost perfectly. I went straight to the corner there. 'Cause I'm amazing. So again, the vanishing point and this corner up here, and it's just going off the edge of the paper. So hopefully now you can see that I'm starting to get a little bit of a, you know, floor, 2 walls, and a ceiling, okay? And this is the back wall of my room. Now, you guys can do any room that you want to do. A living room, a dining room, a bedroom. I think somebody last time did a bunch of video games and stuff in there. So whatever kind of room you want to draw. And I have a little PowerPoint I'm going to show you guys to give you some ideas for things. I've probably already showed it to you at this point. So how you get started. So first of all, let's have a door coming in. So as you can see on this wall over here, right? See how the top and the bottom are going to the point. So I know if I'm going to put a window, that top and bottom, I'm going to do whatever is happening on this wall, which is going to the point. So that means all of these horizontal lines would go to the point, okay? Same thing, what's a door? What's a door made out of? It's got a top, right? It's got 2 sides that are vertical, and it has a bottom where it hits the floor, and then it has a little doorknob, right? Maybe it's round. Maybe it's one of those kind of, you know, lever kind of doors. And that line would go to the point. So here's what it would look like if it's on this back wall, but we're gonna use it on this wall. So I'll do my door over here. I need to make sure there's some space because I wanna put furniture here. You know what, I'm gonna put my door over here. So again, a vertical line, right? The top of the door in real life is horizontal. So I'm gonna use my point here. Here's my vanishing point. There's the top of my door. And then the side of the door is vertical, so it comes down the side. And I'm going to do one of those little lever handles. I like them. They're handicap accessible. In real life, it's horizontal, right? So I have to use the vanishing point to draw it. And I might make that a little thicker. Yeah. Okay. Kind of looks like it's going the wrong way. I think it's going the wrong way. But you get the gist, right? So over here, I'm going to do a window like this. And just like I did on the door, if it's horizontal in real life, it's going to go to that point. So I'm going to put I'm going to put this kind of up high on the wall because I want to have some space down here to draw a piece of furniture. I might start out doing a living room. I think what I'll do is I'll get this room. This is how you get your room started, and then I'll do some separate videos on some different pieces of furniture that you can do. Okay. Now there is a way to draw your window a little bit more correct in terms of finding the center of this box. And if anybody wants to know how to do that, I can tell you it's pretty easy. Just depends on how perfect you want your drawing to be. I know some of y'all are a little more concerned with that sort of thing. So now I've got my window and my door, okay? And I think for this one, I'm gonna make a bedroom. No, you know what? Let me do a couch. I think a couch would be a good first lesson is how to do a couch. So last week we did, letters where you kind of drew some, like here was our A. You drew some more complex shapes other than just a box. And as you remember, those lines from the corners all went to the point, right? So when you go to draw a piece of furniture, think about what it looks like from the side. So you guys know what a couch looks like, right? It has a back that you sit up against. It has something that you put your butt on, and then it goes down to the floor. So what I kind of do first is maybe sketch out what does it look like from the side. And I would say it would come up a little bit. Here's my seat. It has a back that comes up, right? Maybe something like that. Maybe it's even got an arm on it. And if you need to look at a picture of what a couch looks like, look at a picture of what a couch looks like. I need a better eraser. That guy's too fat. What does it look like from the side? What is that profile shot, okay? So I just kind of sketched that in. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. Notice right here, so this is my floor, this is my wall. Notice I started right there at the corner, okay? The biggest mistake that students will make is they start drawing things up here. You want that corner to meet where the corner of the floor and the wall. Go and look at a piece of furniture in your house. When you've got something that's up against the wall, it goes up against that corner, doesn't it? Maybe it's floating out in the center, and you can draw this floating out in the center if you like. I just thought it would be a little easier to do it up against the wall like this. Oop, just broke my lid. All right, so now that I've got kind of what the side looks like, again, this was my arm that I have. If you don't want the arm and you want it to be more simple, you could just make that come down all the way. Now from each corner, just like we did with the letters, I'm gonna draw a line that goes to the point. And again, like I've told you guys recently, that's gonna get covered up by my couch, so I'm gonna erase that. I lost my train of thought. Oh, the line, you're gonna have to erase it. Oh, I want that to be really short. So as long as your ruler is lined up on your point and where your line is starting from, it doesn't have to go all the way because you're gonna have to erase it anyway. So I just drew it kind of, short. Now go back and do parallel, 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 and so on, all the way across. Right? Because this is the original shape. This has to be parallel. This line's vertical. And they're all going to meet. This line's horizontal. Oh, but this is my arm. Never mind. That's the arm of my chair. So the arm of my chair is right there. Kind of made that kind of big. But you can fix it. And I don't need one that goes all the way. Where was I? Hang on a second. Oh, I don't need that one. Because that's the arm. So I kind of got too many lines going here. I'm starting to not be able to see straight. Let me clean that up a little bit. And I'm not going to see that back line at all. Oh, this is what I wanted. I did mean to tell you guys to use your what do you call it? Your mechanical pencil for this kind of stuff. Just because you're making some kind of finer lines, you know. And notice I'm letting my stuff that I know is the same size, I'm lining them up together, if that makes sense. This is turning into more of a armchair than a couch. But you get the gist, right? You can just make it longer if that's what you want to do. Now, looks kind of like, oops, didn't mean to erase that. I meant to erase this. It looks kind of boxy, right? Like a chair made out of Legos or something. Oh, I'm missing one right there. But you get the idea. So once you kind of get your structure on here, then you can start softening, because no one's going to want to sit in this chair, right? So start taking it and kind of softening those corners. As long as you're kind of staying on that same line, it's going to look great. You see how that works? I'm just kind of going back and softening the edges of where I want it to look soft so that someone can sit there. All right. You guys see how that works? So yeah, like I said, if I wanted this to be a couch, I probably should have started this maybe farther down the page so it would be a lot longer. But it is what it is, and I'm not going to reshoot this video. Okay. Now, I know in the first video I told you how to, I'm going to show you a video on how to kind of get this started. Save your floor for last, because you're going to be drawing all of this furniture and stuff in your room. You're going to have 5 pieces of furniture. You're going to draw all this stuff in your room. You don't want to have to erase all your floor lines. So wait till the end to draw your floor. But basically, I know I'm probably not going to put anything right here, so I'm going to go ahead and show you like what the floor would look like. Again, you're using the point, because in real life, the floor, I meant to measure it. In real life, the floor, I'm just going to divide this up like, about every 1/2 inch or so. In real life, your floor is horizontal, right? You can lay on it. So I just made little marks every 1/2 inch so that they'll be evenly spread out, lining it up with the point. And I'm going to see a little piece of floor up here. And the reason I measured is you're going to see they're going to look all evenly spaced instead of just kind of haphazard. Like, perspective drawing is very precise. So you want it to look right. So here's my floor coming into play. Now, if you wanted it to look like a tile floor, maybe you're doing a kitchen or something, you can put in, you know, I even do this when I do like hardwood floors. Kind of like every other one, I draw a line. Okay, so it kind of breaks it up like that. Every other little stripe. So you can get some floor lines going. And again, I'm just showing you guys how to do this before I draw another piece of furniture so that you don't get confused. I would do your floor last so that you don't have to do a lot of erasing once you start drawing your furniture, okay? What else was I gonna do? I'll do another video on how to do a bed, okay?